Good day. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Anne. I'm an MBA student of School of Business and Management, Institut Teknologi Bandung, Indonesia. Today, in this conference, I would like to share about my research project with title Propose Business Strategy for Carbon Ethics to Achieve Financial and Non-Financial Sustainability as Social Enterprise. Let me share a bit about the background. Indonesia is a well-respected country with largest economy in Southeast Asia and fourth highest population in the world. In the year of 2015, Indonesia government is committed to improve its emission reduction target. It's also an increase if compared to scenario of running things as usual, as well as from what is committed in 2010. Meanwhile, blue carbon ecosystem can store up to 10 times more carbon than terrestrial forests, giving them a pivotal role in addressing the climate crisis. Indonesia's great ambition and commitment towards a low carbon and climate resilient needs participation from cross sectors and societies. Carbon Ethics co-founders met in One Young World Summit in 2018 in the Netherlands. They are representing their respective companies to contribute to solving the world's most pressing issues. Besides working on initiatives in their respective companies, the co-founders realized that there is an urgent issue that humanity is facing: the climate crisis. In May 2019, therefore, Carbon Ethics was founded, aiming to accelerate the climate crisis through educating, reducing, and offsetting carbon footprint. Starting with basic initiative, Carbon Ethics is now an official non-profit organization and is able to partner with not only individuals, but also with institutions. Carbon Ethics has purpose to take action in order to accelerate climate crisis through climate education and blue carbon ecosystem conservation, while improving the livelihood of coastal communities. They strongly believe in a community-based conservation model, placing Indonesian coastal communities at the heart of the conservation. By conserving with Carbon Ethics, people do not only create positive environmental change, but also advance social impact by directly enhancing the livelihood of coastal communities partners. Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, defines social enterprise as the entrepreneurship that has its main goal to address pressing social challenges and to meet social needs in an innovative way while serving the general interest and common good for the benefit of the community. So generally, social enterprise primary target is own social impact in comparison to profit. They would prioritize the activities to support the most vulnerable segments and help to drive sustainable growth. But what about the organization sustainability itself? To succeed, this organization must deliver both social goals and financial objectives. Carbon Ethics started the business in around 2019, aiming to accelerate the climate crisis through climate education and blue carbon ecosystem conservation. Within a relatively short period of time, Carbon Ethics has contributed positively to social, environment, and economic sectors. 2021 has been an extraordinarily transformational year for them. They took risks to combine both vision and opportunity while trying to balance operational excellence at project site, servicing most important customer, which is the coastal communities. While Carbon Ethics continue to deliver positive impact and benefits to the community, To be successful, carbon ethics must adhere to both community and financial goals. Therefore, this raises questions for this research. What is the strategy to achieve carbon ethics, financial and non-financial sustainability as social enterprise? A conceptual framework is developed to ensure that the solution is generated from a solid methodology and analysis. Data collection for this study is done combining primary and secondary data. Primary data via online in-depth interviews with internal and external stakeholders. Secondary data collected from journals, books, including online. The data processed for internal analysis using Rio framework, external analysis using Vestal frameworks, also existing business model canvas, and then followed by SWOT analysis. One is all done, we did then business solution identification with several tools such as those analysis, social enterprise modeling analysis, and also take consideration of input from the in-depth interviews itself. Here are some of the outputs from the research, which is the Vestal analysis. Vestal analysis is important to analyze the important elements of external factors. These factors include political, economic, social, cultural, technological, ecological, legal, and politics. Indonesia is the sixth largest country for greenhouse gas emitter globally. Therefore, climate change impact is quite critical for the country. The Environment and Forestry Minister of Indonesia mentioned that the transportation and manufacturing sectors factor to about 64% of 2017 greenhouse gas emission. This rate will rise because of increasing demand of energy as well as manufacturing events that will grow the economic sector. Therefore, a new policy on climate, including carbon tax, would require to be supported as part of climate action plan. So that's an analysis from politics point of view. From economic perspective, according to the previous study, there are about 70% in the Indonesia social enterprise that are still in the early stage. These organizations are mostly still working to find the right business models. Therefore, not many benchmark organizations for social enterprise to leverage as reference. And then many social entrepreneurs are not familiar or have visibility on the options of financial availability. Technology, the rapid progression of artificial intelligence, robotics, and digital automation in the operation has significantly fast-tracked in the recent years. So social enterprise needs large capital to be able to adopt and optimize the possible value of these trends. This could be by either built in the internal system, through grant, and donation, or via collaboration with technology owner to be combined in the organization. Environment. The Earth experienced an increase of temperature about 1.5 degrees Celsius in the next 2 decades. It's possible to hold this increase at 1.5 degree before the end of the century. However, it will require a dramatic change. So carbon offsetting emerged as an opportunity to support limiting the temperature increase. Last but maybe the most important one is the law aspect. President of Indonesia, Joko Widodo, just signed the Presidential Regulation number 98 of 2021 about the implementation of carbon economic value. This is to achieve the NDC goals and to manage the greenhouse gas emission. This is quite the same timing as the 26th of the United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP26 in Glasgow. This regulation cancelled the previous versions related greenhouse gas, such as Presidential Regulation number 61 of 2011. This new policy was passed and to be actualized starting the 29th of October 2021 and really becoming a game changer. The other outputs that I want to share is the business model canvas components to enhance as a proposal to improve the business strategy and deliver both financials and non-financials objective. One is on revenue stream. Capital for seeding stage is critical component to fund other components such as technology, digital, and innovation. This could be done through fundraising, focusing on corporate or young successful individuals with passion on sustainability. And then key resources. Technology is critical element as key enabler for product, process, and marketing innovation. These need to be included as key resources. The technology setup could be explored via partnership with technology giant who has sustainability missions, or could be also through fundraising activities. Human resource would require solid talent development and retention plans. And the next component is key activities. With primary customers are young segment, strong digital strategy and execution should be part of their key activities. Therefore, digital advancement is very important. Example from other social enterprise could be used as a reference. Last one is key partner. Some new partnership opportunities with academics, for example, for the seedling, planting, and monitoring technique partnership, or with other business on best practice exchange with a competition approach, or with community on program engagement and funding support, with government for policy enforcement, especially on presidential regulation number 98 of 2021 implementation, or with media on program amplification. This could be with offline as well as with online media partner. So that's my presentation for today. Thank you so much for your attention.